There was once a kingdom called Arakashyamala Desam. The king of that kingdom was Narendra Varma, and under his rule, all the people of the kingdom lived happily and contentedly. One day, the king was feeling unwell and did not go to the royal court. Upon learning this, Minister Subudi came to the king and said, "Greetings, your majesty. How are you feeling now?" "Minister, greetings. Please come in and sit down. Tell me about today's court."
How did it go? What indeed is the court without you now, my lord? I learned about your condition from our doctors and have indeed postponed and rescheduled this important court meeting to tomorrow just so I could come here personally and meet with you today. What do you suggest now, Minister? As time passes by swiftly, I am getting old indeed. I will soon crown our prince in due course of time and take some much needed rest. That's not it at all, my dear lord. But alas, the young prince lacks experience. What then is it, Minister? It seems like perhaps there's something quite important which weighs heavily upon your mind, yet still hesitatingly remains unsaid. If you don't mind, I have a request. What is it, Minister? You are the minister of this kingdom, and I know that whatever you say is with the future of the kingdom in mind. So, without any hesitation, please say what you intend to. There is nothing else, my lord. You, your father, and your grandfather have all been very close to the people, understanding their problems and solving them with your experience, thus continuing the governance of the kingdom. But now, what experience does the young prince have that you want to make him king? You know, my lord, that until now the young prince has never once stepped outside Anantapuram. So how can someone with no experience govern as king? Yes, minister, what you say is absolutely true. Then what is the solution to this? You must also tell me that. It's very simple, my lord. Send the young prince to his teacher, Sage Agastya. He will teach the young prince the qualities needed to be a king. An excellent idea, minister. Let's do as you suggested. Immediately summon the young prince. Hearing the minister's plan, the king calls the young prince and says to him, "Come here, my son, Mahendravarma. Greetings to your father." "What is it, father? You sent a message to come so urgently. Is there a problem?" "No, there is nothing like that. But I called you to tell you something important." "What is it, father, this important matter?" "Among all the kingdoms in the south, our kingdom is the greatest. To protect its fame and prestige, my father and grandfathers and us have worked very hard. I have also strived to the best of my ability for the development of this kingdom. Now I can no longer continue in this position as king. My body is not cooperating with me. Since it is time for me to take rest, I wish to entrust the responsibilities of ruling this kingdom to you." "Certainly, father. Your word is my duty, but I have no experience in governance. How can I do justice to this position of king?" "Do not worry about that matter. Before your coronation, go and have a meeting with our guru, Sage Agastya. He will indeed thoroughly teach you all the valuable insights and wise advice that are useful and beneficial for governance. After you successfully return from there, I will then proceed to coronate you as the king of this Shyamala kingdom. As you have wisely said, dear father, I will immediately and without delay set out to the Guru's ashram right away. Please bless me so that I may return victorious and triumphant," said the king to the young prince.
Blessing him, he sends him to his guru. Then, the young prince sets off towards the ashram where the guru resides, riding his horse named Kali. After traveling for several days, the young prince reaches the ashram where Arushi resides. Upon arrival, he dismounts his horse, approaches the sage, and bows to him, saying, "Greetings to the guru. My name is Mahendra Varma, and I am the son of Narendra Varma, the king of the Shyamala kingdom."
Long live, O Guru. In a few days, I am to be crowned as the king of our kingdom. Before that, my father has sent me to you to learn the qualities, knowledge, and skills necessary for a king. Having already foreseen this with his wisdom, Arushi smiles and says to the young prince, "Of course I will teach you, but when do you wish to start? How many days did it take you to reach here? So, without further delay, if you start now, I can learn them and set off for our kingdom."
Why the hurry? The first quality a good king needs is patience. Everything else your experience will teach you. If you rush like this, you won't be able to learn any skill. Forgive me, teacher. I spoke out of ignorance. Please teach me the knowledge." Then, on that day, the teacher, smiling, tells the young prince, "There is nothing in the Gurukul for you to learn. The experience you need, you must learn by living among the people of your kingdom. In this journey, an old woman will become your center. By following her virtues and her way of life, you will gain the experience you need." How is that, teacher? You must also succeed in this task. There are certain conditions for this. No one should know who you are except yourself. Your appearance and language must be like that of an ordinary person. You must not stop walking until you meet her. You must not even touch fresh water. After meeting her, you must convince her to let you stay with her for some time. Leave your horse here and go. On the day you acquire the knowledge you seek, the horse will find you. After that, you can return to your kingdom and begin governing. "Yes, teacher, I will do exactly as you say," he replied, transforming his entire kingdom into ordinary people. As he was setting out towards his village, Arushi stopped him and gave him an inexhaustible vessel and a magical staff.
He says, "Take these two with you, my child. They will assist you in your practice," and blesses the young prince before sending him off. The sage sends the young prince on his way towards the village. After a few days, one afternoon, while walking along a forest path, he faints from exhaustion and falls to the ground. After a while, an old woman who had come to the forest to gather firewood sees him and drops the bundle of wood from her head. She goes towards him. Seeing him, she sprinkles the water she has on his face. This brings him back to consciousness. As soon as he opens his eyes and sees the old woman, he remembers what the sage had told him. Then the old woman looks at him and says,
"What happened, my child? Seeing you fallen like this, it seems you haven't eaten anything for many days. Here, drink this fresh water, my child," she says, and he drinks the fresh water. After that, the old woman says to him, "Our house is nearby. Come with me to our home. You must be very hungry, even if it's just with leftover food. It's okay, dear. It's no trouble for you. I will go." "Thank you indeed for your help. Why is that truly? After all, why would a child be a burden to such a caring mother? I have no one, so I am certainly calling you my son. Isn't that so? I will definitely come," he says, and as he is about to lift the bundle of sticks, the old woman stops him and says, "What, brother? You are an official. You have helped me so much. Let me help you a little." "No, my dear friend, no. Everyone should carry their own responsibilities. Why should you exert yourself a little? You already look tired. I am used to this. It's no problem. Come, stand here nearby," she says, placing the bundles on her head and taking him to her home. Subscribe to our channel for the next part.